Lesson 12. Reading. A letter to Mrs. Fox. After the marriage of her son Jim, Mrs. Mayfield is getting ready to move back to Monroe, Wisconsin, to live with her lifelong friend, Mabel Fox. This is the letter she wrote to Mrs. Fox the day after the wedding.
Saturday, September 10th. Dear Mabel, we were sorry you couldn't come to the wedding yesterday. It was simply beautiful, and I'm so very happy for Jim and his wife. I'm happy, too, that we shall soon be sharing a life together. I've looked forward to coming back to Monroe to live for a long time. It will be very satisfying to be with all my friends again. I shall arrive a week from today, September 17th. My friends, the Dickers, are going to drive me. It will be so good to see you again. Love, Stella.
Pronunciation. Medial consonant clusters in two-syllable words. Repeat these pairs of words.
Candle, conduct.
Camper, compute.
Mr., mistake.
Asking, discuss.
Denver, invite.
Family, unless.
Wesley, dislike.
Exit, exam. Repeat these pairs of words.
Camper, number.
Ankle, angry.
Winter, window.
Luncheon, engine.
Cabinet, picnic.
Camera, family.
Rodney, Olney.
Hudson, Hanson.
Repeat these sentences. The English teacher was angry. The country's history interests me. Captain Johnson has a tractor. Wenger is my favorite athlete.
Practice drills and exercises. 1. I don't know who he is. I don't know where they are, etc. Take the part of speaker B. Listen to the models.
1. Who is that man? Do you know?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know who he is.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know who he is.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know who he is.
2. Where's the library? Do you know?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know where it is.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know where it is.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know where it is.
Now you do the exercise.
1. Who is that man? Do you know?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know who he is.
2. Where's the library? Do you know?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know where it is.
3. Which book did he take? Do you know?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know which he took.
4. When's he coming? Do you know?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know when he's coming.
5. What's his name? Do you know?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know what it is.
6. How are they coming, do you know?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know how they are coming.
7. How much is that book, do you know?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know how much it is.
8. Which direction is it, do you know?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know which it is.
9. How far is it, do you know?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know how far it is.
10. Where's the police station, do you know?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know where it is.
11. Why is she doing that, do you know?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know why she's doing that.
2. Do you know where the theater is? Based on the statements of fact, form questions and answers which follow the model. Statement of fact.
1. I think the theater's on 6th Street.
2. I think the hotel's next to the theater.
3. I think the police station is near the railroad station.
4. I think the library is close to the bookstore.
5. I think the park is on the other side of town.
6. I think the cemetery is on the edge of town.
7. I think the post office is opposite the bus station.
Take the part of speaker B. Listen to the model.
1. Do you know where the theater is?
I'm not sure. I think it's on 6th Street. I guess you'd better ask a policeman.
I'm not sure. I think it's on 6th Street. I guess you'd better ask a policeman.
I'm not sure. I think it's on 6th Street. I guess you'd better ask a policeman.
Now you do the exercise. 1. Do you know where the theater is?
I'm not sure. I think it's on 6th Street. I guess you'd better ask a policeman.
2. Do you know where the hotel is?
I'm not sure. I think it's next to the theater. I guess you'd better ask a policeman.
3. Do you know where the police station is?
I'm not sure. I think it's near the railroad station. I guess you'd better ask a policeman.
4. Do you know where the library is?
I'm not sure. I think it's close to the bookstore. I guess you'd better ask a policeman.
5. Do you know where the park is?
I'm not sure. I think it's on the other side of town. I guess you'd better ask a policeman.
6. Do you know where the cemetery is?
I'm not sure. I think it's on the edge of town. I guess you'd better ask a policeman.
Seven. Do you know where the post office is?
I'm not sure. I think it's opposite the bus station. I guess you'd better ask a policeman.
Three. How much, many, do you have? I have a lot. I don't have much, many. Take the part of speaker A. Use the statement of fact and form a question using how much or how many. Speaker B, answer the question with reference to the statement of fact. Use a lot in affirmative answers. Use much or many in negative replies. Statement of fact.
1. There were only 15 people at the lecture.
2. Henry only had 50 cents with him.
3. Tommy only ate 2 dishes of ice cream.
4. Mr. Foster has more than $1 million.
5. Mary had more than 20 pieces of candy in her hands.
6. There was only a little coffee in the pot.
7. Virginia has 3 summer dresses.
8. There were only 2 policemen in front of the bank.
9. The airfare cost more than $500.
10. There was only a little food in the house.
11. There were more than 50 firemen at the fire.
12. Sally only has 20 minutes for lunch.
13. There were only 9 people on the bus.
14. Ted only had a little money in his pocket. Examples.
1.
How many people were there at the lecture?
How many people were there at the lecture?
How many people were there at the lecture?
There weren't many. There were only 15 people there.
2.
How much money did Henry have with him?
How much money did Henry have with him?
How much money did Henry have with him?
He didn't have much. He only had 50 cents with him. Now you do the exercise.
3. How much ice cream did Tommy eat?
He didn't eat much. He only ate 2 dishes.
Or, how many dishes of ice cream did Tommy eat?
He didn't eat many. He only ate 2.
4. How much money does Mr. Foster have?
He has a lot. He has more than $1 million.
5. How many pieces of candy did Mary have in her hands?
She had a lot. She had more than 20 pieces of candy.
6. How much coffee was there in the pot?
There wasn't much. There was only a little.
7. How many summer dresses does Virginia have?
She doesn't have many. She has 3 summer dresses.
8. How many policemen were there in front of the bank?
There weren't many. There were only 2.
9. How much did the airfare cost?
It cost a lot. It cost more than $500.
10. How much food was there in the house?
There wasn't much. There was only a little.
11. How many firemen were there at the fire?
There were a lot. There were more than 50 firemen there.
12. How much time does Sally have for lunch?
She doesn't have much. She only has 20 minutes.
13. How many people were there on the bus?
There weren't many. There were only 9 people.
14. How much money did Ted have in his pocket?
He didn't have much. He only had a little money in his pocket.
4. Map quiz.
Look at the map and tell whether the statements are true or false. Pretend you are standing at First and Main Streets, the spot marked X.
1. The bus station is on 2nd Street.
True.
2. The main hotel is opposite the Palace Restaurant.
True.
3. The National Theater and the Palace Restaurant are on opposite sides of the street.
False.
4. The main hotel is larger than the Clark Hotel.
False.
5. Main Street is the widest street in the city.
True.
6. The railroad station is north of the Clark Hotel.
True.
7. If you went out the back door of the main hotel, you would see the XYZ office building.
True.
8. The airport is west of the city.
False.
9. From the place where you are standing, it's 3 blocks to 4th Street.
True.
10. The flower shop faces Main Street.
False.
11. The railroad station is northwest of the ABC office building.
True.
Tell whether the following statements, which you will hear on tape, are true or false.
1. The park and the hospital are in the same block.
False.
2. The hospital is the largest building in the city.
False.
3. It's 4 blocks from Clark Street to Adams Street.
True.
4. Center City is north of the city.
True.
5. The ABC office building is south of the hospital.
True.
6. The National Bank is next to the flower shop.
False.
7. The address of the clothing store is 700 First Street.
False.
8. The hospital is at 3rd and Washington Streets.
True.
9. If you were standing at First and Main Streets, you could see the flower shop.
False.
10. You are standing at First and Main Streets. If you go west for 2 blocks and then north for 3 blocks, you will be at the railroad station.
True.
5. Map questions. Look at the map on page 99 and answer these questions.
1. What's the address of White's department store?
It's 600 First Street.
2. Which direction do you go to get to the airport?
You go east to get to the airport.
3. Tell someone how to get to the hospital from 2nd and Lincoln Streets.
Go 1 block north on Lincoln Street, then 2 blocks east on 3rd Street to get to the hospital.
4. Is the main hotel next to the National Theater?
No, it isn't.
Where is it?
The main hotel is opposite the National Theater.
5. Which direction is the bus station from the park?
The bus station is west of the park.
6. Does the flower shop face Main Street?
No, it doesn't.
7. What are the names of the streets that run north and south?
The streets that run north and south are Clark, Lincoln, Main, Washington, and Adams.
'East and west.
The streets that run east and west are 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
8. The National Bank is on a corner, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
9. If you are standing at 1st and Main Streets, which building is the farthest away from you?
The railroad station is the building farthest away from me.
10. You and I are standing on the corner of 1st and Washington Streets. I tell you to walk north for 2 blocks, turn left, and walk west for 3 blocks, turn right, and go north again for 1 block. To what building did I direct you?
You directed me to the railroad station.
6. Asking and giving directions. Using the map on page 99, Speaker A asks directions of Speaker B. Speaker A, tell where you are standing and then ask directions of Speaker B. Use a variety of expressions such as, "Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to?" "Pardon me, could you direct me to?" "Excuse me, I'm a stranger here. Could you tell me where?" "I beg your pardon. Do you know how to get to?" I'm sorry to bother you. Do you know where? Speaker B, respond, giving as clear directions as possible. Example. I'm standing in front of the main hotel. Excuse me, sir. I'm a stranger here. Could you tell me how to get to the hospital from here?
Yes. Go to the next corner, that's 3rd Street, turn right there, and go 1 block. You can see the hospital from there. It's on the corner.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Listening practice. Pacific Airlines Flight 621 to Honolulu. Jim Mayfield and his bride Jane have boarded a jet which will take them to Hawaii for their honeymoon. Listen.
I can't seem to fasten my seatbelt.
Here, let me help you. There you are. You aren't nervous, are you?
No, but I'll be glad when we get in the air.
Yes, we'll be all right then. The stewardess will bring some tea, and we'll finally be able to relax.
Welcome aboard Pacific Airlines Flight 621 from Chicago to Honolulu, with intermediate stops in Salt Lake City and San Francisco. We're preparing for takeoff in a few minutes. Please put your seat in an upright position. Fasten your tray to the seat in front of you. Fasten your seatbelt. Please observe the no smoking sign during takeoff and landing. Please put all your hand luggage under the seat before takeoff. Regulations require that we call your attention to the exits from the aircraft in case of emergency.
Well, that was a nice takeoff.
Yes. I wonder how high up we'll be flying.
Good afternoon, and welcome aboard Pacific. I'm Captain Forrester. Today, we'll be cruising at an altitude of 30,000 feet. We expect to find some cloud cover between Chicago and Salt Lake, but we will have clear skies for the rest of our flight. Now, please sit back and relax and enjoy your flight.
What time do we get in Honolulu, Jim?
About 12 hours from now. I don't know what time that'll be in Honolulu.
Oh, this is all so exciting. I simply can't believe it. That was certainly nice of Mr. Morrison to give us this trip, wasn't it?
Yes, it certainly was.
You won't believe this, Jim, but I'm so sleepy.
I guess all this excitement is getting to you. Why don't you take a nap, Mrs. Mayfield?
I guess I'll have to, Jim. But wake me up when the tea comes, will you?
Comprehension questions.
1. Where are Jim and Jane Mayfield going?
2. What did the stewardess tell the passengers to do before the plane took off?
3. What did the pilot talk about?
4. What did Jane want to do when the plane was in the air?
End of Lesson 12.